wrote a piece on Sportsnet.ca talking about maybe the best thing for the NHL to grow would be Connor McDavid, and they kind of do a Patrick Ewing with the Knicks and get him here to Toronto. Do you think that would be the best for the NHL?
Buffalo and Arizona.
Right.
But when you take a look at what Buffalo and Arizona did here at the trade deadline. Tom Maloney, the GM out there, it's crazy ownership. They don't have a lot of money and everything else. But yet, the picks and the guy like Anthony Duclair, who obviously all Canadians know who he is, if he turns out to be really good and is paired with Domi or Domi, whatever the first name is, right? So he puts them together, and all of a sudden they find that magic that they had in the juniors. Now all of a sudden you got something to build on around out there. So those general managers in Arizona and Buffalo really had great trade and deadline deals. Unfortunately, their teams are not very good, but the future looks to be pretty bright if they get the questions to the answers right when it comes to the draft.
Pro Bowler rumors, Isaac. Marshawn Lynch, I guess, won't do an interview with anybody in America. He has no problem, however, going to Turkey and speaking to Turkish reporters. Is it me? I used to think that his name was kind of funny and interesting, and I thought, oh, good for him. But now is it grinding on you as much as it's grinding on us?
Well, yeah, I don't really appreciate it, and I certainly didn't appreciate what he said in Turkey. And for your listeners out there who don't know what he said, basically he was saying that, the Seattle Seahawks did not want him to be the face of the Super Bowl by not handing him the ball on the last play of the game. And that mindset is the idiocy that coaches in the NFL have to deal with. It's selfish. It's like, it's all about me. And this is a guy who, when he plays, and if you talk to his teammates, they say that he is a reflection of who they are, a tough, hard-nosed, unselfish runner. And you would think that, but then when you hear these comments, you're very disappointed by that, because it tells you exactly how he truly feels and just how mind-bogglingly uninformed, that kind of comment really is. I know Pete Carroll played for him for a year down here at the New York Jets, and I've loved Pete Carroll as a coach. He's been successful everywhere he's gone. He's a tremendous football coach, and the last thing that Pete Carroll's thinking about is not handing the ball to Marshawn Lynch because he doesn't want him to be the face of yet another winning Super Bowl. Absolutely, unequivocally, most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Boomer, 0.5 over-under Andy Dalton playoff wins with the Bengals in his career.
It's going to be over. It takes time. It's not easy. I know everybody down in Cincinnati wants to, go after Andy, but the fact of the matter to me is the coach. And I love Marvin Lewis, but there's no edge to this football team. There's no in-your-face kind of thing. It's just kind of an easy-going kind of football team that, unfortunately, when they did play the Indianapolis Colts this year in the playoffs, they were missing their two best players, running back and one receiver. But still, there's no edge. There's no personality. It's kind of a bland thing, and I understand that, Andy has kind of got that personality trait, and he does have that personality trait. That means other people in that organization, most notably the head coach, has got to pick it up and turn on, what I would consider, the edge on a football team. And that's what Bill Belichick does in New England. I know that, a number of coaches throughout the years, Bill Parcells did that, Vince Lombardi did that. All the great teams that have had coaches, Jimmy Johnson, guys like that brought an edge to their football team. And right now, to me, it's not just about the quarterback. It's about the whole mindset of the team and being happy with just getting to the playoffs as opposed to really, getting an edge on and being a forceful type of coach and making sure that it's the players understand that it's unacceptable to lose yet another playoff game.
Boomer, one question, then we're done. I really appreciate your time. We've got 3 months now to reflect on the Super Bowl. Is it still a stupid play not to give the ball to Lynch?
It's not a stupid play under the circumstances, and this thing that bothers me. So I did the radio national broadcast. Now, I didn't hear Chris's broadcast, Chris Collinsworth, my former teammate, doing it on television. I heard and I read where, he was questioning why wouldn't you give it to Marshawn Lynch. Well,
because the Seahawks executed the Seahawks hockey young football players who think they don't NFL for 5-10 years. Yeah, they think they're on they're choking their pressure.
Goal line personnel and added defensive linemen. Defensive back
and
the offense doesn't change with them, and the offense leaves their regular personnel on the field. So when Pete Carroll says to Darrell Bevel, his offensive coordinator, right before the snap, hey, they got big people on the field, Darrell Bevel knows that if he runs against that, they're not going to be successful. So therefore, he goes and throws. Now, you want to argue about the throw that was called for and the play that was called for, I can understand that. But you know what? It was like a goalie standing on his head. The defensive back for the New England Patriots, Brandon Browner, on the inside receiver, completely shut down the play. Malcolm Butler, a rookie free agent out of West Alabama, read the play and made a great break on the ball. So it's I don't question the thought process of throwing the football. I'd rather much give the credit to the players that made the play on the other side, because I do not believe that if they would have handed the ball to Marshawn Lynch under those circumstances, he would have gained an inch, let alone a yard for a touchdown.
Boomer, appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. All the best, and good luck to your New York Rangers. Much to the chagrin of my friend George here.
Yeah, not Chris Kreider.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.
You too, pal. Take care.
Hey, boys. Bye.
724. Thank you very much, Boomer. Great guy. Really appreciate it. Does he love his hockey or what? Wait a second.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't doubt that he could be a general manager, though.